So I want to come on live today. Just make everybody smile because, of course, I'm such a happy person. But I want to talk about for the people that are at home a lot now. I noticed that I was talking to a few people and they were saying that they are eating more because they're home. So I wanted to come on and give everybody a few suggestions on how to keep a healthy lifestyle with everything shut down. And how to keep yourself in the groove, because once everything picks back up, you got to be able to go back to work, keep the same energy, keep the same work ethics, habits, and all that stuff. So I came up with 3 tips that I want to share on how you can keep your groove while everything is shut down. So the first tip is to maintain a schedule. You want to maintain a schedule. So if you're a teacher like myself, and there's quite a few teachers on this live now, you want to keep the same schedule that you have with your kids. So for example, my students go to sleep from 12 to 2 o'clock. Something that I if I was to close down, because I'm still open, but if I was to close down, I would go to sleep during that time. The same schedule that I would do while I'm at work, I will keep the same schedule, because that will help me keep my mind wrapped around what I have to do. You want to always be ahead of it. So if you see that you're slagging, you're more of a relaxed state, try to get back into your regular routine. If you normally go walking, keep doing that. If you don't want to go outside, get a treadmill. Walk in place. There was somebody on the news who was supposed to run a marathon. And he didn't run the marathon because, of course, everything was canceled. So he ran back and forth on his balcony until he hit marathon's length. So that's something you can do. You want to keep yourself engaged in what you're doing and what you're trying to reach, and keep your mind around it. So keep a schedule. That's the first tip. The second tip is to be interactive. Even if it's with a social distance, you want to keep your relationship strong. So although you can't see your cousins that you used to talk to every day or you see every day, call them up. Keep it a routine that you keep in contact with everybody that you normally do. Why? You want to keep building your relationships. You want to check on the people you love, because people are dropping left and right. So you want to make sure you keep your connections and your relationships strong by checking on these people. Call them, text them, ask them how they're doing. And if no one's doing it for you, let me know. I'll call and text you and check on you too. So the first one is to keep a schedule. If you have a regular routine while you're at work, keep doing that same routine. The second one is to keep checking up on your loved ones. Don't stop communication and relationship building, because we're in a complete shutdown. And then the third tip is to pray. Keep building on your relationship with God. Never stop. Just because we can't go to church, I'm Jehovah's Witness, I go to the Kingdom Hall. Just because we can't go to these outlets doesn't mean God has forsaken us. You can reach out to God by prayer. You go on a walk and just look around and look at all the things that's around you. The flowers, the trees, the birds, the crickets. Everything that's around you is a representation of God. So you can take yourself for a walk and just, enjoy nature. Talk to God. You can read the Bible. Whatever version that you read. I read New Testament. Read the Bible. Get familiar with some new scriptures. Find a connection with what you're going through and the Bible at the time. And maybe keep a journal of what you're learning. And, that's a really good outlet for a lot of people, is just talking to God. Just letting it out. So although things are shut down and we can't do a lot of things now, those 3 things can help you keep yourself ready to go back to work when everything is to pick back up. So the first one was to create a schedule. So find something to keep you in the groove of things. If you normally eat lunch at a certain time, continue to eat lunch at that same time. If you go outside at a certain time, continue to do that. Make sure you keep your mind active. Read. Do puzzles. Find some games that you can play. Yes, talk to God. That's right. The second one was to keep connected with your loved ones. So all those relationships that you have built with family, friends, professional connections, continue to grow them. You can use Zoom. You can make YouTube videos and send it to them. You can FaceTime, text, email, call them. You want to keep those connections strong. And then the third one was to talk to God. You want to keep your relationship with God open, because although we are shut down and a lot of us are teachers and work in schools, and we can't go nowhere, we can't do nothing. I'm a family home, so I work and live in the same place. So it's like, you want to keep your mind active. You want to keep talking to God, keep building those relationships with your loved ones, your professional connections, and keep a schedule. One of the mottos that I want to share with you guys, and I'm going to type it in the comments section, is fear is temporary. Fear is temporary, but regret is permanent. I'm going to type it now. Fear is temporary, but regret is forever. So I wanted to share that quote with everybody because it's so important that you fight for what you want. Don't allow what we're currently going through stumble you and stop you. You want to keep going. Keep that same groove. Keep that same passion. Keep that same love. Keep everything fire on you. Don't let it dull out because the world has stopped. Nothing has really stopped. We still have to pay our bills. We still have to eat. We still got to wash our hands. Nothing has really stopped. The only thing that has stopped was us leaving our homes. So don't live in fear of getting sick or dying or anything. Always live to know, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to read this book. I'm going to try this. I'm going to keep praying. Because the moment that you give up, you can't take it back. And you lose out on so much stuff. So that positivity is what you got to keep flowing. Don't allow anyone negative in your life. Keep a good mojo. I like to say juju. Keep good juju in your life. Anybody that is negative to you, get them out. Bye-bye. Because it's so easy to allow other people to pull us down. But you have the power. The power is in your hands. So for fear is temporary. Let me pin it. Fear is temporary, but regret is forever. So if you missed, I gave you 3 tips on how to keep your mojo flowing and keep you in the groove. The first one is to create a schedule. If you do things at a certain time while you're at work, continue to do that same thing. Don't skip up on your schedule because you're off work or you're closed. Keep that same schedule. The second one was to keep in contact with your loved ones, your professional contacts, anybody that you was building a relationship with. Continue to build that relationship. Whether it's over the phone or virtual meetings, texting, emailing, something to keep those connections growing. You don't want those connections to die off. Keep building them because things are going to pick back up. And then the third thing was to always pray and keep God in your life. Keep him connected to you. Because when you have God, everything else just falls into place. So, thank you everyone for joining me. I hope those 3 tips helped you. I will create a post with them in it. So, look out for the post. And I will be going live on Friday. We also have a free webinar on 5 ways that a teacher can make money during this time. We're all sitting at home. So if you want to learn 5 ways that you can make money by sitting at home, text me or comment your email now and I'll send you the Zoom link. And I'm so excited. Thank you, everybody. Best wishes. Have a good one.